Hello, classmates. This is Holly Kaiser. This is my final presentation for our class. I had the privilege of doing my service learning at Downtown Aurora Visual Arts. I am a native of Aurora, Colorado. I recently moved, but I lived in Aurora for 38 years and 9 months. So I was so happy to help in my community, and I really was looking forward to seeing what the art world and the social work world had to offer each other. So here is my presentation. So DAVA's mission is to strengthen the community through the visual arts with youth engagement as the primary focus. Every student that walks through the door experiences the transformative power of high-quality, out-of-school programs that develop art, social, and life skills. Over the years, DAVA has received many local and national awards, including a National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award, an Aurora Chamber of Commerce Award for Excellence in the Arts, 2 Carl Etto Awards, a City of Aurora ACE Award for Civic Excellence, and other awards. In November 2017, National Research Center evaluation survey showed that 83% of job training students learned new artistic skills, 70% work better with others on a team, 81% make more positive choices, and 83% feel prepared to work at a job. An outside study of DAVA's job training programs also showed that the middle school students' grade point averages rose significantly. They celebrate this solid evidence that arts education keeps kids engaged, learning, and achieving. And I had the pleasure of working with the middle school kids in the job training program. And DAVA's job training program in the studio arts uses more in-depth, process-driven art projects to teach students about the working world. So job training was broken up into Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Thursday. I worked on Monday afternoons, and the kids were tasked with 2 different projects. The Monday, Wednesday kids built a clay totem, and the Tuesday, Thursday kids created a mural. Both final projects were just beautiful. We went to Bluff Lake in Aurora and gained inspiration from nature. We saw the environmental impacts of trash and the human footprint. We also were able to see all sorts of different animals and water and just how nature interacts in the world. And so we took that inspiration, and the Monday, Wednesday class built a clay totem. And so these are some pictures of the creation of that clay totem. And it was a feat. I was very pleased when it was finished. So middle school students, ages 11 to 14, work with staff and inspiring guest artists to learn a wide variety of art techniques, including drawing, painting, ceramics, sculpture, mixed media, and installations. So we focused on the ceramics piece of things and the sculpting. On the left, the art teacher, his name was Cal, and he was awesome. And he really was able to inspire the kids and guide them, and he was very patient with everyone. And this is our finished totem. It wasn't without some calamity that this was built. It actually collapsed at one point, and we had to rebuild it. So it was great. On Wednesday mornings, I had the pleasure of working in the Family Arts program. These are children ages 3 to 6 and their parents attend this twice weekly program designed to increase school readiness, creativity, and motor skills in a neighborhood where most young children do not have access to preschool. And this was just a fun program. These kids were really great. And I really enjoyed the interaction with the children and their parents. So one of my service learning goals was to help the students develop a strong sense of character and identity through the creation of art in the job training program. I'm not certain that I achieved this goal specifically, but I did encourage the kids to do their best work. They were getting paid a small hourly wage. I think it was about $2 an hour or $2.50 an hour. So keeping them on task and focused was a main concern for me, because the point of this program is to teach them job readiness. And, you know, when they wanted to stray off or start horsing around or, you know, playing with the clay instead of working, one of my jobs was to get them back on task. That wasn't so easy. A hindrance to the pursuit of this goal was that that kids were mainly focused on creating the clay totem. We didn't discuss the details of their personal lives, and they were more interested in interacting with one another. So they didn't open up to me really on a personal level too much. We really did get to work when we got in there, so it wasn't in an environment where we could really talk about their identities too much. My second service learning goal was to explore how the creation of art affects a child's self-esteem and how it affects their development. Unfortunately, I did not really reach this goal. The main purpose of the job training program, like I said, was to support middle school kids in learning how to work in the real world. Subjects of self-esteem and development did not really present themselves while I worked with them. Our time was spent building the totem. So what I could have done alternatively was done some research or spoken with DAVA staff about their development. And as I see it, I feel like the developmental piece could have been more explored with the younger kids as well. But we were busy making art, so I didn't really dive too much into it. My third goal was to learn how to encourage a positive interaction between parents and their small children while creating art. I did reach this goal through warm interaction between parents and their kids. The parents were great about helping their kids create cute pieces of art. We really did have cute art projects that were very interesting and really creative, and they had a lot of parts to them. The majority of the art projects were age appropriate, but there were some projects that required more parental involvement. The kids were wonderfully well behaved in every class, and I attribute that to the level of positive parental and staff involvement. The kids at DAVA, just in general, there's of course some exceptions, but in general, the kids were great. They were very well behaved, didn't really have any significant issues with anyone while I was there. So that was really nice. So DAVA's influence on me. So conducting my service learning at DAVA was truly a delight. I wanted to gain experience in understanding how art and social work intersect. My greatest joy was seeing all the kids work towards a goal and seeing their finished products. I may look into taking an art therapy class in the future. I do know that there is a master's degree in art therapy. I'm not certain I will go that route just because I'm not wildly artistic. So I don't know how good I would be in that role. I don't feel that my calling is to work with kids solely. My heart is to work with women who are vulnerable and oppressed. I want to work with pregnant women and potentially in a correctional institution, since I work in corrections currently. I did work in an all-female facility at one point, and I really did love it. It was so wonderful to be with the girls. I just connect to women on a level I don't really connect to men. So that's what I really want to do. I am grateful for my time spent at DAVA. And I will carry the experience with me for a long time. DAVA is a wonderful organization. Their facility is wonderfully equipped with art supplies. They have the kids there are well taken care of. And if anybody wants to volunteer there in the future, I highly recommend it. And thank you for taking the time to listen to my project. Thank you.